Yo,
Well, greetings, haters.
it's you. It's y'all.
Us,
Hey,
Tim.
are your wonderful friends here at the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Kills.
I am Billiam, and we are
Uh,
back to bring you your favorite wrestling podcast.
Indeed, indeed. We are at this point. Oh my Lord, we are like 48, 72 hours away from day one and day two of WrestleMania
Can't
41.
wait. I
It's
can't
gonna be
wait.
a good show.
Yeah, it's stacking up to be a real good card. It's stacked. There's a lot of matches that are not just singles matches, and it's like it's huge. I mean, it's WrestleMania. That's all I can say. It's WrestleMania.
Correct. But
So
before we get there, we have an episode of SmackDown, an episode of Raw to talk about the last two before the big show. So let's go ahead and talk about Friday Night SmackDown. Take it away, Billiam. What happened? Let us know.
SmackDown was actually pretty big. A lot actually happened this past week. Let's get started. So Nick Aldis just starts off the show and calls out Randy Orton because Randy Orton RKO'd him last week
We sure did.
after being upset that he no longer has a WrestleMania match. I
Mean.
don't blame the guy. He's upset. He's saying he needs it's his 20th WrestleMania. So he's like, this is big anniversary. I need a match. He was even throwing out money. He's like, I'll give you $100,000 if you give me a match. Nick Aldis was like, I don't need your money. I need your respect. Like, okay, buddy. And then like,
Cool story, bro.
right. So then out comes all of a sudden you hear Solo Sikoa's music. So he comes out and Randy, he's just trying to be diplomatic. He's like, hey, I'm not trying to start anything with anybody. And then LA Knight comes to his aid. And then that all coincides with that forms the main event for the evening. So the main event will be Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga against Randy Orton and LA Knight.
Yeah.
So it was a little heated going back and forth. Pretty much Randy Orton just wants his match at WrestleMania. So that's what he's trying to get. All right. After that takes us to the women's tag team gauntlet match to determine the number one contenders for the women's tag team championships. So Lyra Valkyria and Bayley start off against Pure Fusion Collective, made up of Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, which is still an awful tag team name. Pure Fusion Collective is like where does that even come from? I don't even know what that means. Anyway, so Pure Fusion Collective, Collective, yeah. They end up getting defeated, which brings out Natalia and Maxine next, which is just, I guess they needed a couple extra teams to make, so they're like, hey, let's throw these chicks together and see what happens. So they were quickly disposed of, also by Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, which next brought out Katana Chance and Caden Carter,
Okay.
who were also eliminated. But they actually put up a pretty good fight. So for a while, I thought they were actually going to continue. But Lyra, Valkyrie, and Bailey pulled it out, which then brought out Michin and BFAB.
Oh, okay.
Again, were eliminated by Lyra, Valkyrie, and Bailey once again.
Roman.
Which brought out the last team, which was the Secret Hervis. Which again, I still love that name.
Oh, right. That
So Alba
heard that
Fire and
another
Piper
time.
Niven.
Mm-hmm.
So they put up hell of a fight. Obviously, they're lucky they were gonna come out on top, but turned out Lyra Valkyrie and Bailey came out and they win to become number one contenders. So they're going to take on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez at WrestleMania for the championships. So that should be a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I guess it's the whole thing. Bailey is like Lyra's hero, so they kind of teamed them together, and uh, I think Bailey had a match later on, or on Raw, Monday Night Raw. But we'll talk about that later. She takes on Liv Morgan, which was a great match.
Yeah.
All right, but back to SmackDown. We get the announcement that the Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest match is going to be a Sin City Street Fight, whatever that means. So we're gonna,
Yeah. What is that?
I'm assuming we're just gonna see like roulette tables and a bunch of other like random stuff that you would find around Las Vegas that they're going to use each other and beat each other with. That's my guess.
All right.
If they end up somewhere along the strip, I mean that'd be pretty cool, but they'd have to cross the freeway to get there. But so I'm assuming we'll just see a bunch of random uh Las Vegas props around the ring, under the ring, so on and so forth.
Okay.
And then another brawl just comes out between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre again. These guys just can't keep their hands on each other, which I mean, that's great.
Yeah. Get it. Get it.
And these two guys are brawlers. We've both seen them brawl. We've seen them fight. They've done every kind of match, and they're big guys. So there's going to be a lot of destruction in that match.
That's what good old JR would call us. That's going to be a slobber knocker.
Oh yeah, both those boys are tougher than a $2 steak. Let me tell you. My God.
Oh man.
So after that, we get a promo that DIY is cutting, complaining to Pretty Deadly about losing their match. How
Come on, fellas.
Ciampa's head was hit and the exposed turnbuckle, blah blah blah. They lose the match.
All right, fellas.
Then the Pretty Deadly just whatever shrugs it off, walks away. Motor City Machine Guns come to say that they had their title match on SmackDown this week, so in a couple days from now. Which why not wait till Mania? But I don't know. So they're going up against the Street Profits on SmackDown this week, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Okay.
Um, After that was Legado del Fantasma's Birdo. He has a gripe with Ray Phoenix, even though Ray Phoenix has been on the show for a week.
I mean,
Uh, so those two went at it, and Ray Phoenix looked phenomenal. He's just the way he gets in the ring. He like crosses his legs and then like springboards off the rope and then hits the rope on the opposite side and like does that. I don't know, man. You thought Sin Cara was nuts. That dude's entrance was dope too. If you don't
okay.
know Sin Cara, look it up. The best
Yeah.
thing about Sin Cara was his entrance.
And also real quick, yeah, we're not to go, but also look up like one of the first dudes to have his own like mood lighting when he wrestled. When he first, that was a first. It didn't last
Oh,
very
that's
long.
right.
I remember when he first wrestled, he used to come in second. Excuse me, bounce off the thing, hit the, and then it would
The
be like
lights would
this
they like dim.
reddish, orangish like mood lighting.
Yeah.
Was fighting, and it was real. It was a neat idea. I knew it wouldn't last that long, but it was a neat idea. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I
Because
get it. That's
you never
cool.
seen that before. So
Right, right.
something new. So after that fantastic luchador match, Ray Phoenix comes out on top. After that match, U.S. champ Chelsea Green takes on Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega, they've been kind of gnawing back and forth at each other. Be like, I'm gonna win your belt, and Chelsea Green's like, No, you're not. Blah blah blah. I'm great. Uh, so
That's a great sum up.
it's just
Yeah,
in so
right.
many words.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So long story short, Zelina Vega ends up winning via being counted out because Chelsea Green was complaining about the Secret Service not being out there because they were just in their match. So she was too busy complaining, like, oh, they're not out here, like protecting me, blah blah blah. She gets counted out. So Zelina Vega wins.
Interesting.
I'm assuming that'll turn into some sort of title defense at some point in time.
Interesting.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Wait and see.
After that, we get another bizarre promo cut by Miss Naomi and her proceed with caution.
God,
Like she was literally dressed like she had razor blades like all over, like it was adorned razor blade,
right.
like, legit razor blades on her head. Like it was crazy. It was crazy headdress.
I haven't watched any of the clips from SmackDown yet, so I was gonna do
It's
that.
she's getting out there, man. It's shades like old school Mick Foley, like Mankind stuff, man. It's just dark and I like it. It's nice. It's
Nice.
definitely a different take on Naomi,
Cool.
which is cool. After that, oh, Cody Rhodes cuts. It's like you said, it's just like Raw, just promo after promo. Cody Rhodes cut a promo, but he was in the ring and he was surrounded by like all the WWE championships. So like the Winged Eagle belt was there, uh, the spinner belt was there, and he referenced it and he spun it. The best belt of all time, the Attitude Era belt was there. Brock Lesnar's belt, so on and so forth.
Wow.
So he's just pointing out little things about it, and then he got to the spinner belt and talked about that. And just if you haven't seen that promo, it's a really good one to check out.
Yeah, well,
being that they weren't on the show this week. Either one weren't on Monday Night Raw, right?
nope.
I don't think we saw either guy. So they'll be on SmackDown this week, but they were not on Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was busy. Uh
That's right. We do get one more SmackDown
oh
before.
yeah. I kind of have a gripe. I mean, it's too late now. WrestleMania is in 3 days. But this entire time when they've been promoting Cody Rhodes and John Cena, why have they just used like a cutout version of John Cena from when he was mean mugging at Elimination Chamber? Like they didn't give him like an actual studio photo like everybody else. It's like this is the main event of WrestleMania. And you're just giving him this mean mug like look like somebody took it out of clip art and just kind of snapped it in there. It's like, come on, guys. Sorry, it's just little gripe I have. Like everybody else is getting on cool cards and stuff, and it's just John Cena. They just super just took the shot from Elimination Chamber and put it on a like playing card. It's like, okay.
Hmm.
Sorry, it's just a gripe. Been
Worries.
a little late now, but whatever. So that brings us to a fun impromptu match. Tiffany Stratton fought Roxanne Perez. Uh,
Ooh,
yeah,
Roxanne Perez action. Let's go.
yeah, a real solid match. They both put on it was a clinic, man. They were both real solid. Tiffany just being champ she should be. Roxanne Perez actually being looking real good. She's gonna be a main eventer for sure.
Hope so. I hope so.
She will be. Uh, but Tiffany Stratton hits her was it most beautiful moonsault or whatever where she springboards off the top rope, hits that 1, 2, 3, gets the match. Um,
It's
Charlotte
time.
comes out afterwards and just completely demolishes Charlotte. Like it's dark,
Of course she does.
but I mean, it's Charlotte. Apparently, Charlotte's been like running her mouth on social media too, saying things she shouldn't have been saying, and some people are not happy. Wade Barrett was kind of poking at it or like talking about it, but kind of mysteriously, like not saying exactly what happened, but saying like unprofessional kind of things. Like, okay, all right, something happened. Charlotte Flair maybe getting a little too Charlotte or a little too Flair, if you will.
Hey, hey now.
Right.
Flair.
So after that, that takes us to the main event where LA Knight takes on Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. As you imagine, main event caliber match with three main eventers and Tama Tonga going yeah 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 yeah, whatever he does. But great match. LA Knight, RKO or Randy Orton, hit their finishers and 1, 2, 3, good guys win. Jacob Fatu comes out, ambushes LA Knight, his
Oh,
opponent at WrestleMania, and just demolishes him. Just runs through him, hits the moonsault multiple times. People chanting one more time. He's like, all right, so he does another moonsault and holds the belt up menacingly. I can't wait for that match. That's gonna be a fight. And that, my friends, is Friday Night SmackDown.
Friday night SmackDown. There is one more SmackDown before WrestleMania, night
One
before.
more.
So there will be one more. But that takes us to what will be the last Raw. What is the last Raw before WrestleMania? And much like SmackDown, just a lot of talking. Nothing wrong with that, but a lot of talking. So we open up with Gunta, comes out and you know runs his, he mad, runs his mouth, and forget Jey Uso and everything, and I'm gonna do this, and
Yeah.
just look it up. Good, goes in, leaves. Great. A lot. I basically put he came out, flexed, and barked. That's
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
Michael Cole pointed out, like, oh, this was supposed to be an interview later on in the show. I guess we're doing
Right,
it now. It's
right,
like, all right, cool.
right,
And then he like kicks him out of the ring and just goes on a tirade,
right.
which is fine.
Right.
He's the
Which is
heat
fine.
world heavyweight champ. He should go for it.
A lot of people talking after last week, so he, feeling like, no, I'm champ for a reason, and this and that, and doing the thing, which takes us to Liv Morgan versus Bailey. As Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are coming out, we cut to the Bianca Belair promo, which is basically her, again, uh, this is go at WrestleMania. I'm gonna win, and this is why, and this is I'm
Yeah,
the
you can't
EST.
spell WrestleMania without EST kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it's a good cut. It's a
Yeah,
good cut, but it's go watch it. It's a cut.
yeah.
It's
All three are going to get their promos throughout the night, which is cool.
correct.
They all get
Correct.
their little shine, which is nice. I like it.
And then so then in the match, very entertaining match, Liv Morgan and Bailey. Liv Morgan is a better wrestler than I give her credit for.
Hmm. A lot of people feel that
Liv
way too.
Morgan's a better wrestler than I give her credit for.
Yeah. She's
She's,
tough too. Like she takes hits like a lot and she
she's a
just
good
gets
seller.
right back up.
She's a good seller, and
She's
she that thing she does, where she's like, okay,
yeah. That
yelling at the ref at the top of her lungs.
that run she had last year, she deserved it. She deserved every minute of it because
Yeah,
she's been in every elimination chamber match as far as I know. She's the only woman to be in every one. She's done every match so far that they've allowed her to do. So,
tough gal.
oh yeah,
What's
real
up?
tough.
Bailey gets the win with a little bit of assist from Lyra. So
That was a great match.
they're showing good chemistry going into the Wrestlemania match. So that's good.
That'll be a fun tag match too.
Will be a fun tag match. Then we had a little Rey Mysterio against Julius Creed. During that entrance, there was Rhea Ripley's promo. Uh, I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm going to be the champ. Here's why. Forget them too. Mommy's here. It's a good promo. Go watch it.
Yep.
Uh, but because it's Rey Mysterio and because it's Julius Creed, of course, we have American Made and LWO in the corner. We do see Chad Gable out there. Shenanigans happen. Ref, oh, you're gone. You guys are out of here.
Takes
Yeah.
them all out.
So
Yep.
they're out of here. So it's just Mysterio and Creed. Um, I think this was a good tune-up match for Rey Mysterio. He looks
It was a
good.
great match.
Yeah, he looks good.
Like I think Julius Creed's another one of those underrated guys. I mean, both the Creed brothers, like they're solid athletes. Julius Creed, I believe, was training on one of the Ultimate Fighters recently. I
Okay.
forget one of the coaches was, but he was one of the guest coaches that was helping out with that. But yeah, like he's a big guy, but he was doing flips and he's being just as agile as Ray was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it was a
real
good
good.
match. Ray gets the win, but then we do have an appearance by El Grande Americano comes out and
He's my
gives
favorite
Ray,
so bad.
gives Ray the business a little bit, and we're just looking forward to that match.
Oh, can't wait. I can't wait for that
Then,
entrance.
yes,
Telling you,
that
it's
would be
it's gonna be huge.
yeah. It's gonna be meant to piss some people off too, and like
Hmm.
I think they're gonna go for it.
Yep.
Um, then we get a War Raiders promo followed by a heel New Day interview promo. So just hyping up the tag championship match.
Mm.
Pretty good promos. Heel New Day is pretty good. Then we get AJ Styles against Karrion Cross. Uh,
Randomly.
like you said, AJ Styles tune-up match.
Yeah.
That's basically what this was for. Logan Paul comes out, flexes, shows his own promo for why I'm the man and why
That
respect
was
me.
good.
Shows his own promo, pisses everybody off. Oh, Sacramento Wild, hey, come on.
I I I think it's weird that they're putting so much like effort into Karrion Cross too, because they made the point to say that he went to the same seamstress that AJ Styles goes to and made his pants to look like AJ Styles pants, which they kind of did. I'm like, why? This isn't gonna go anywhere. Like I don't,
Unless he shows up at WrestleMania and you know what I'm saying?
and they
Like
keep going from there maybe, but I don't know. It's
yeah,
just it's just weird. This Karrion Cross character is just a
everything.
bunch of started feuds and nothing ever finishes with any of them. So
It's Triggs and I were talking while he was watching the episode with me. We both were just like, they don't know what I don't think they really know. Either they don't know what to do with him or whatever like gimmick he's trying to go with. It's just yeah, they're just like, all right, well, we can't tell you what if this is your idea. I mean, we can pitch you some stuff, but
yeah. Hey, he was on the show.
yeah, keep it moving. Um, then we get Jay Uso gets to come out and play hip mom music and gets to yeet with people
He was
and
a little more energetic this week.
more energetic, more ready because he's
Yeah.
not afraid anymore. You
No.
hear that? I'm not afraid anymore.
Yeah, but he says Gunther is, which
Right,
is a good little turn. I was like,
right,
okay, I see that.
right. And he
It's gonna be a solid match, man.
it's all black in his war outfit. I was joking. I'm like, man, I'm surprised he didn't come out in black Air Force Ones. He's
Yeah.
ready. He's ready for war. He's ready for war. So that was good. Then we had they were talking to Braun Breaker, but he gets attacked by Carlito and Dirty, and they beat him up, and they're like, all right, let's go do our thing. We out of here. And then we get some Finn Balor against Penta, which man, um, it's good to watch Finn Balor wrestle like that, just wrestle again. Not that he's gone anywhere, getting back into it and watching Finn Balor.
Just a lot more singles matches. Like, sure, it's great to be in a tag team and whatnot, but he's a great singles
These are
competitor.
the last. This is the last. These are the last days of Judgment Day,
Yeah,
or this version of Judgment Day that we know it.
yeah.
This is going to be it, because I think we'll get to the cards, but I think Liv and Morgan are going to lose their belts, and then I think either Dom turns. I think Dom's going to turn on Finn, or just steal the belt. And
I think he's gonna win. I do. And I
Mhm.
think he's gonna win, like steal it from Finn, like and win
Correct.
the belt. Yeah.
Correct.
But we'll get there.
Yeah, no, that was a good match. Braun Breaker comes out and
Carlito ran away, which was hilarious. Apparently he jumped over the announce table and like
learned
opened
from
the
last week.
barricade.
Yeah, learned
Yeah,
from
I would have too.
yeah. So that was and then another just people tries to get Penta gets him, and just another hypeness ring shenanigans leading up to WrestleMania,
Hmm.
that fatal four-way match. Then we get Io Sky's promo, which was really solid. Um, I'm the champion. I'm going to WrestleMania to win. Here's why,
Yeah.
etc. Watch the promo. It's a good promo. Um, then main event, if you want to call it that, is another big promo. Roman Reigns addresses Paul Heyman. Basically, I feel like I'm getting, why am I paying the bill for your dumbass favor?
Yeah, he's like, I didn't ask for help. You did.
Sacramento, help me make this make sense. I was I was joking with excuse me. I was joking with Triggs while we were watching. I was like, man, I feel like ever since Cena hit him with the no, this is how you cut a promo. Pay attention. Reigns was like, never again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn how to do this,
Yeah.
man.
And he did.
Yeah, he's great.
And that
Uh,
left Seth Rollins as the last man standing over the other two because he
uh,
stomped on them both.
Seth Rollins comes out, burn it down, and wearing a very Shield esque
Oh, and he
outfit.
hits Roman with the chair later. I was like, oh, that's good. That's really
And
good.
my little gripe is his promo, his whole like, whoever wins this match defines the future of the company. I'm like, mm, what, like for like 2 years, fellas? Come on, y'all. Like,
Well,
like,
it's like the end of an era match when Triple H,
yeah.
Michaels, and Undertaker were all in the Hell in a Cell, and then the next year Triple H fought Undertaker again. So
Again, I'm just getting back into it. Maybe it makes sense if
it might,
kind of watch that if you've been
yeah.
checking in the whole time. I'm just kind of like, really? Like y'all three?
I was
Yep.
like, I think you're the present, but whatever.
That's that part. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like
right.
that like that's almost feel like this doesn't feel like a passing of the torch match, or
No,
I guess you could call it the end of an era, but none of them are really going anywhere. So I just
no.
I was still like, all right.
Maybe they could be changing gimmicks at some point. Maybe he won't be Tribal Chief anymore. Maybe Seth Rollins won't be freaking or a visionary anymore. I don't know. Maybe Punk turns heel. I don't
And Roman Reigns doesn't really need a tribe anymore. He could probably go with the route that the tribal chief could be the tribal chief, or the OTC could basically be the new version of the People's Champ, where it's just like, you guys are my tribe, so
know.
I'm your tribal chief. I don't need
Yeah,
these people.
them.
I don't need
Yeah,
as long as y'all acknowledge me, I'm good.
could be.
Yeah. So then Reigns. I'll basically just wrap it like this: Reigns hits Rollins, pushes Paul. Punk comes out. Reigns goes nuclear. Rollins hits him. His Shield hits him with a chair. He
Yeah,
stomps the yard. Credits. That's
basically. Paul Heyman crying. Credits.
right. Right. Which is once again, like almost the second or third week in a row, I feel like it's Seth Rollins kind of looking over the field like,
I told y'all.
looking at Paul like, what are we doing, bruh? Like, what are we doing here?
Yep.
So that was wow,
The
pretty good
last one
show.
before Mania.
Last one before Mania, pretty good show. Go out and check some of those promos if you haven't. They are
Absolutely.
pretty good. But one thing they did do is they ran down the card. I don't have them in order, but
No,
we
just by
kind of
day.
go through. We just kind of go through. So Saturday, we have Jade Cargill versus Naomi, just a straight up grudge match.
Yep.
Uh, I think it's going to be a good match. I think Jade takes it. I
I do
think Jade.
too.
We have the
It's
new.
gonna be good.
It's gonna be dope. We have New Day against the War Raiders for
Uh,
the those tag championships. That's gonna be some. That's gonna be a barn burner. It's gonna burn the house
I
down.
hope New Day wins that match. Like I dig the War Raiders, but just the run that they're going on, I think they need the belts for a little bit just to kind of solidify that this heel turn was the right move.
And I'm just biased. I just want New Day to win, just because those are my guys. We have Rey Mysterio against El Grande Americano.
Oh man.
This
Again,
is going to be a phenomenal match.
yeah, and again that entrance, can't wait. There's gonna be American flags
Wonder
and
what
confetti.
superhero themed Rey Mysterio is going to show up as, because that's usually
Yeah,
his bag, right? Like some
yeah.
kind of
Usually,
yeah. Then we have for the United States Championship, it's Jacob Fatu versus L.A. Knight.
yeah.
That's going to be a barn burner. Uh, my
It's gonna
first
be Jacob
time
Fatu.
watching Jacob Fatu just
Yeah,
really be able to super wrestle, and my first time I think watching L.A. Knight like really just straight up wrestle. So
yeah,
look forward to that match. Saturday's gonna be dope because we'll be watching these matches together.
absolutely.
Have fun. We have the women's championship match, the WWE, the WWE Women's Championship match. Charlotte Flair against Tiffany Stratton. That should be a good technical wrestling match
Yeah.
until Charlotte gets mad and then she's gonna want to turn it dirt, make it dirty because she's the daughter of the dirtiest player in the game. Yeah.
Uh, I hope Tiffany Stratton pulls it out. I really do. Just not the biggest fan. Like I get it. Charlotte's great. Like she deserves all her flowers and whatnot. I'm just not the biggest Charlotte guy. Never really was, but it's fine. I was more of a Sasha Banks and Bailey kind of guy.
Same. I could see them giving it to Charlotte
Yeah,
and having Tiffany get it back and then keeping it again for another run, giving Charlotte her moment since she came back from injury and whatnot.
sure.
Yeah. And again, just to kind of maybe make some people mad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think you can't have every face win. You got to have one of the heels win. I think this is the one they give to Charlotte. I think she takes it down. We have the World Heavyweight Championship match. It's Gunther versus Jey Uso,
Mm,
and the build up to this has been exciting. I think it's going to be a great match. I think we're going to have appearances by. I think Jimmy's going to show up at one point.
yeah.
I even think Ludwig
You think we'll
Kaiser.
see Ludwig?
Yeah, just cause, man, just to try to help out. At one
Could
point,
be.
Gunther's going to feel like he's going to need some help or just have some insurance, no matter how brave he's feeling. You know what I'm saying? I could see
Yeah.
him pull out a stop. You know, I can see him going for a lot of pins that Jay kicks out of and having that moment of like, what do I have to do to get him down? And Jay's
Right.
like,
He won't stay down.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Alligator blood. It keeps hanging around. And then the Saturday night main event, it is CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the future of the company, according
For
to Seth Rollins.
bragging rights and
Uh,
for the life of Paul Heyman at
hmm.
this point, because either Seth Rollins is going to kill him or something, or CM Punk's going to save him, or Roman Reigns is just going to leave him. Are they going to like put Paul Heyman in a cage over the ring, like one of those shark cages, and just kind of hang him out there? I don't know. We'll see. It's a triple threat match, so anything can happen. No rules,
And
really. So,
everybody just pull what this dude did. When you feel like your manager's become a liability, put him in a case, and pour cement on them and and call it a day.
Yeah. No,
I'm
no
sorry.
Paul Bear.
No. That's that's Saturday, unless I missed something.
I don't
That's
think
that should
so.
be all the matches Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. Then we got Sunday. It'll be Bailey and Lyra Valkyra versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the tag championships. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Lyra Valkyra is still the women's intercontinental champion, right?
Correct. And she's defending the title like every week. So she's been the workhorse of the women's division uh most recently. So I can see her having both belts at one point in time. Again, just kind of solidifying the crumble of Judgment Day too.
I
Uh
could also see it being one of those things where, yeah, they win, being Bailey and Lyra win, and then Bailey turns around and is like, well, challenge, I want to fight you for that, for the Intercontinental.
mhm.
And it's like they kind of do their thing, and then you could kind of, because I don't see I can maybe see them winning. I don't see them being a team for very long.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll get
Um,
their
and,
WrestleMania moment, but
yeah. Then
yeah.
if Liv and Raquel do win, then what I think is you just have a this thing where Dom becomes leader of the Judgment Day and Finn leaves, and then that's just it's Dom, Carlito, Liv, and
Yeah.
Raquel.
And
And then,
Dom's Intercontinental Champ and
right,
could be lit. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Again, that's why this is fun because it can go either way for any match.
right.
Never know.
And either way, I'm good with it, honestly.
Yep.
Then we have a slobber knocker match. We got a little Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest.
Oh, and that Sin City street fight. Again, whatever that means, but we'll find out.
We already talked a little bit about that. So then
Yeah.
we have the four-way for the Intercontinental Belt. It's
That's
30
gonna be a great match.
Braun Breaker, Penta, and Finn Balor. We've already spoken a bit about that. That's going to be nuts.
Yep.
We're gonna
Absolutely.
see some amazing things, uh, physical wise. Some people are gonna do some dope stuff.
Yep. Agree.
AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, the Maverick. I think they give it to Logan Paul.
I do too, but I think that's also gonna be the sleeper match of the night. I
Yeah,
think that's going to be real good. Because again, Logan Paul's one of those guys too. They underestimate Logan Paul, but he's been working his ass off to
yeah,
get like where he's at. I mean, he was US champion for a while.
yeah.
He retained at WrestleMania. So it could again, it can go either way, but I see Logan Paul taking it over AJ Styles.
I do too. I think that's another heel. Like I said, faces can't win them all. I think that's
Nope.
another heel win that's coming. Uh, the triple threat match for the women's world belt.
Mm,
Belair, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley.
mm.
That's gonna be a real fun match.
Talk about a barn burner.
I think it's gonna be competition for match of WrestleMania
Yeah,
on of both nights, not just
yeah.
Sunday. I think that's going to be some real good stuff. You're
Because
also
all
going to
three of those women are main event caliber, and they have
see,
proven that before. And so putting all three of them in this match is just going to be in Las Vegas is just going to be insane.
as much as I don't want to make it sound like I've been down talking to Io Sky this whole time, where it's like, oh, I don't think a singles with her is sexy. But what I will say is, I will not be surprised if they give her this moment, because with all this, and if she beats these two, I mean,
Right.
even if just to give her that moment and then they give it to like Bianca a little later, just to have Io have this WrestleMania moment would be pretty dope. Since
Absolutely.
she's been kind of bullied a little this whole time. And then big main event, uh
Mm.
Rhodes and Cena
I
for
mean, do
for the
you think
undisputed
they're going to
belt.
do it? Do you
I,
think they'll actually give it to Cena?
I think you absolutely give it to Cena.
They should.
Last year, heel Cena absolutely takes 17 because you continue the heel run with him as champion.
Yeah. That's how you finish the story
Yeah,
in more ways than one.
yeah. And then he ends up losing it, and when he loses it, has his like redemption story, and then's like, all right,
Rides off in the sunset as
back on top.
Peacemaker.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And so that, unless I missed anything,
I
uh,
think that's Mania.
I do think they're going to sneak a Randy Orton match in there.
Oh
I
yeah.
think he's going to come out. He's going to wrestle somebody who's going to have a return or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, nah. I was going to say it might even be Trips just because it's a prop, but nah, Trips ain't,
Nah,
Trips
he's
ain't,
done.
Trips ain't wrestling.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought about that yet, but we'll see Randy Orton. He'll have his match for his 20th WrestleMania, and it'll be somebody worthy of that 20th WrestleMania. So,
Correct.
yep.
Correct.
Kills.
I'm thinking
WrestleMania
about
is
who.
in like 3 days.
Yeah, man. We do have one more SmackDown before then, but then it's on and popping, and I will see you on Saturday.
Oh, I'll
We
be
will see
there.
the rest of y'all probably in a couple weeks. Man's having a little vacay.
A
So
little vacay.
vacay. Where he's going ain't none of your business unless you know him. So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be here. So we gonna wrap it up. We don't want to waste your time. Tell him to hit the like and subscribe. Watch
Hit those buttons down there, those hearts, like, subscribe, comment, tell us what you like, what you don't like, what you want to hear more of, what you want to hear less of. Just let us know.
All right. And for the section 8, wrestling podcast, I'm Kills.
I'm Billiam.
See y'all next time. WrestleMania.
Yeah.